When I was in grade 3, I was walking home one night down the street, down the street from a friend's house to my house. And it was winter time, and behind my house, there was snowbanks that went all the way to another row of houses. And I was walking up the street to my place. And I remember looking over the snowbank and seeing a Doberman pop up. And I've got maybe 100 meters to my house. And I put my head down and I started to walk pretty fast, like really fast, because we just made eye contact in the night. And the next thing you know, this Doberman is in the air and on top of me. Bang! Knocked me right over. Now, I do have my snow pants in my hand. And so I start screeching at the thing, and I start whipping my snow pants like crazy. And the buckle from the snow pants catches the dog in the face, and he takes off running. I leave the snow pants on the street. I run home to the house. I'm crying like crazy. Mom and Dad want to know what's going on. My brother, everybody. I've been jumped by the Doberman that lives back there. He's off his leash. I've been attacked. I was 8. So my brother retrieved my snow pants, and that was the end of it. And so that's like 40 years ago. And it had a huge impact on my life. And from that day going forward, I had this fear of dogs. I really did have this fear of dogs. It was very hard for me to get over. Just like a dog would come up and I would just be like, oh, is it going to happen again, you know? As I aged, I would put on a brave face around dogs, try to get used to it. But even as an adult, if I go up to a house, like even now, if I go up to a house and there's like a big dog in the backyard, and I have to go around, like let's say to the back door for one reason or another, just, you know, to go into the house, you know, to meet my friends, to get my kids, whatever it is, it puts me on edge. Like, is that dog gonna snap? Is that dog not gonna like this man coming towards it? Is this dog gonna bite me? And it's been ingrained. I just never imagined owning a dog. And when Crystal and I got together, she grew up around dogs, and we decided, this is like some personal stuff, we decided we weren't going to have kids. And I thought, maybe I can do it from a small dog from puppyhood. She did a whole bunch of research, and we decided on a mini-poodle. And it was a big moment for me because I didn't know what the heck I was getting into at all. No dogs, right? I'm a no dog guy. In my previous relationship with my family, they wanted dogs. I was just like, no dogs. I didn't want it. And eventually I started to come around the older I got. And it's like the little family that Crystal and I have, right? With a dog. And it's like our little family, our little unit. And along came Puffy. And this is him. So here's how Puffy has changed my life. I get to see that dogs, for the most part, I believe, are gentle and loving. Like, you know, the people call them man's best friend. I get that. Although he's definitely Crystal's best friend, and Crystal worships that dog. But no matter what I do, no matter what, that dog, like, just gives me love. So let's say I leave the house and I don't take him with me. I don't take him on a walk. I don't take him for a drive in the vehicle, and I just go. He'll go to the window and he'll wait at the window, and he'll just wait. Okay, and then I'll come back and he'll meet me at the door and he'll be like, okay, let's go. I'm so glad you're back. And then I can give him a little bit of love, and then I can do it again and leave. And then he'll go to the window and he'll wait, and I'll come back and he'll be like, okay, it's my turn now. I love you. I can do it 150 times in a row. and his attitude will never change. He will always give me the same appreciation when I come in the house, no matter if it's me leaving him for 5 days, for 5 minutes, 10 times in a row, one time. He's always there with, oh yeah, man, yes, yeah, you're back. Chase me around the house. Let's wrestle. Let's wrestle. He loves to wrestle. I really understand it. There was something I heard once. You could put a dog in the trunk of a vehicle and drive all the way across the country and open the trunk when you get to the other side of the country. And that dog will just be so thankful that you're with him, and he won't even remember that drive across the country in the back of the car or in the trunk. He's just so thankful that he's with you again. And he's not going to be conniving and hold it against you. And that's an extreme example, and I think I don't think it's ever happened, but you know what I mean? It's just to kind of state how loyal dogs are. I get it. Up here, I live in the Northwest Territories of Canada. For a lot of dogs up here, you have to order them from afar and get them shipped up. So we ordered him from Calgary, and he arrived in a kennel as like a 4-month-old, 5-month-old. So pretty old for puppy standard, I guess. He was the heaviest of the litter. Crystal says that she believes that the biggest will be the gentlest going forward, because the biggest doesn't have to compete with the little ones for food and sitting at the table, whatever it is, if you know what I mean. The best spot in the little kennel for sleeping, the biggest always gets what it wants, and the younger ones have to scrap. So the biggest will tend to be more gentle because it doesn't have to start fighting as soon as it's born. And Puffy was the biggest, and so man, that dog is so good. He can sleep all day. He can run all day. He sleeps all night. And there's been a few rules that we've broken already. So we got the dog, and the rule was it would never sleep in the bed with us. But now he does. He cuddles right in the front with Crystal, and then I cuddle Crystal from behind. So it's like a little train. It's like Puffy, Crystal, and me. She's like a little Crystal sandwich. And he'll sleep 9 hours. It's like, wow, that's amazing. And he's always very excited when he wakes up in the morning. And so I'm learning as I go that maybe I got really lucky. Because you hear about dogs that are nightmares. You see, like, there's 2 dogs down the street that are just like, they just want to snap off their chain every time we walk by. The sense I get from a lot of people in the comments, people that watch my channel, is that this is dogs. Dogs are good. Like, a lot of people just love their dogs, love them like children, and I get it. Crystal loves Puffy more than anything in the world, probably more than anything she's ever loved. And it's just something that she just has. She just worships that dog. It's deep. She talks about the dog all day long. She's like, look at the dog, look at the dog, look what he's doing now. Doesn't he look so cute? When we got Puffy, a big thing for me was, how will Puffy be at the cabin? And he's had lots of adventures. When he was very little, we took him to the tent when he wasn't even a year old. He took off on us. He ran. He just hightailed it. We had no control over him whatsoever. And this was me thinking, it's a dog. He's going to be loyal. Like, he's been with us for a few months now. Let's go out. He's not going to go. Oh, sure enough, gone. Took off, so we had to hunt him down. We found him, brought him back. Crystal did not like that. I really wanted to be able to, like, go on hikes, go in a canoe, go on snowmobile, in the boat with him. And there's limitations with Puffy, for sure. He does not like going on the snowmobile. I brought him up a couple of times. The second I slow down, he's trying to jump off. He does not feel comfortable, which is weird because most dogs love snowmobiles. So I don't know if any snowmobile owners have tricks to get a dog comfortable. I mean, maybe it's just not in his nature. We took him out for a boat ride last year in my motorboat. And my sister was in the boat, myself, Crystal, and Puffy. And Puffy attached himself to my sister's lap, and he sat down hard on her lap. And for the duration of the trip, he would not move from her lap. He was frozen. He was frozen solid in that position. It was impossible to move him. He did not want to go. He was freaked out by all the water surrounding us. He was not comfortable. And if I'm to hike with him off leash, with all of the predators around here, you got eagles, owls, fox, wolves, coyotes. You've got lynx, right? Bears. I just feel like even though he'd probably stay pretty close, he might wander off and go looking for something. And he'll be a goner, right? He's not going to be able to beat up anything, defend himself against anything, like at all. A marten would just wreck Puffy, because I feel like his instinct would be to go up and to befriend whatever it is, thinking that it's nice. Now, I could be wrong on that. Maybe he wouldn't. Maybe it would freak him out, and his natural instinct would actually be to bark and be aggressive. I just don't know. I don't know. So I see YouTubers with their small dogs out camping, and the dogs are running around and everything's great. I do worry that he's going to get picked off. When I bring him to the cabin, I do so in the winter in the truck. That gets him to the cabin. And when he's at the cabin, he loves going inside. He does. And there you go. He's a hypoallergenic dog, and he's, you got to cut his hair, right? He's not growing fur, shedding fur, thick fur. It's hair. And it's really fluffy, and it's like the softest hair you'll ever touch. But he gets cold. He gets cold, especially his feet. And we put booties on him. He hates that. We put a jacket on him. He hates that. Like, he wants to be free, and he wants to be out, and he wants to be loose, but he suffers, right? So it's like he's not learning the lesson that when we put on the boots, they keep his feet from freezing. He still would rather have them off and go out and with freezing feet. If he had like a nice thick fur, I wouldn't care. Like, there's the guy who owns the cabin on the lake where I have my tent. He's got it's kind of like a husky breed, I guess. Sled dog husky breed. That dog lives outside, no matter what the temperature is outside. Like, he can't keep it in the cabin because it wants to be outside. It's always aching to go out. And he says the first night, not the first night, but early on when he had the dog, it went outside and just like let the snow fall on it. And she was just a young puppy and fell asleep. And he went out and he's like, "Where's the dog? Where's the dog?" And it was in his Comatic, or in his boggin, covered in snow and just like snoring, living the dream. Perfect. Whereas Puffy could not do that. Puffy would perish. So the right dog for that sort of stuff, not necessarily. Like, he does stay close to me when we are at the cabin in the winter, because he wants to be close to the cabin anyway. And I kind of ignore him, whereas Crystal is always doting and like trying to find him at all times. And where is he? Where is he? Where is he? And he knows that. Like, he'll see her paying attention to him, and then he'll push the boundaries. How far can I go? But with me, I'm always doing something, and I just ignore him. And if I move on, he's right behind me. And if I go in the cabin, he's right behind me. And if I go out, he's there, because I'm not protecting him, right? He's protecting himself by trying to be around me all the time. And I feel like that gives me a lot of control of him out at the cabin. But he's adorable. He's lovable. And if you showed up right now, today, at my house and said, "Can I take Puffy?" If I could give you Puffy, and then he would say, "You are my new owner now. Bye, Jay. Bye, Crystal. I love this person so much. I just love this person. And now I'm with them. And so it would be, oh my gosh, there's not one human he does not want to like be close to. And so the love is amazing with this dog, right? The love is amazing. But being tough, he doesn't feel a lot of pain for sure. He's tough in that way where if he hurts himself, like I think we've heard him squeal twice. And he's done a lot of wrestling with dogs. He's fallen down, he's tumbled, he's hit his head, he's like all kinds of things. He's squealed twice in his life. So it's almost like he has a high pain tolerance. But it's just, it wasn't a great pick for an outdoor dog, but it was an amazing pick for a first dog. You know what I mean? Like, I think the big thing with Puffy for me was Crystal, and that she gets what she needs, which is an immense amount of love from this dog, a very easygoing dog, a dog that's very cuddly, and a dog that loves her. And that's what she got. And so that's more important to me than a dog that I can go on trips with. Like if you look at someone like Joe Robinette, who does a lot of stuff with his dogs over the years, they go on the craziest adventures with him, like the craziest adventures, but he picks the right dog for it. And that's the kind of dog that he wants. Whereas I think for me, the most important thing is getting used to it. And, you know, maybe I'll look at something a little more rough and tumble later in life. But the thing is, Crystal is like very allergic to dogs, so that's a big reason too why we got Puffy, the full breed mini-poodle. If we got like a husky or some sort of dog like that I could take in the woods, that would be really loyal to me, that would be a great camping buddy, she would suffer, right? So this dog has changed me in a lot of ways. And I'm really glad that I got him. A lot of you said, you need a dog, you need a dog, you need a dog. How many times did I see that comment? You need a dog. And I didn't realize how much I did need a dog. I needed it for a lot of reasons. And he, you know, I'm hoping to get him out on the channel as much as possible. And who knows what that will mean. But for me to take him out into the woods, if I was to go somewhere that I'm unfamiliar with, I wouldn't want to bring him at all. I need to know my surroundings before I'm going to bring him. That's the way I feel about it. That's the best way to put it. And I don't know if you guys have any tips or tricks about having a smaller dog in the woods and what you do. And maybe it's because it's my first dog. I don't have all of the skills to like fully command the dog. Maybe that comes with time. But if you guys have tips or tricks going into the woods with small dogs, but tough dogs, tough, but like I said, I'm worried. I'm not so worried he's going to run away, because I'll do that whole I'm ignoring you kind of thing, like the passive aggressive sort of stuff. But getting taken, right? I don't want him to get taken from me, because as much as it would hurt me, it would destroy Crystal, right? It would destroy her. And no one wants to do that. No one wants to destroy their girlfriend. So yeah, he's been a great guy, and we've been on, I would say, maybe a dozen adventures so far over the first 2 years together. And I need to be in a very comfortable spot to have Puffy with me. That's it. That's a easy way to put it. So I just wanted to talk about that on this video. It's not me out at the cabin. I'm in a shoulder season right now, so I'm unable to access the cabin. So I'm just, these videos are for my subscribers. They really are. The people who want to know more about me, more about who I am, more about the decisions I make. And this isn't the direction of the channel at all. The direction of the channel is projects, big projects. But I'm, fill in the gaps with little videos that I think can really bring some value to you guys and let you know just a little bit more about who I am and why I do the things I do. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back really soon.